Mayong udto.
Tell us something about yourself.
Mayong udto ninyo tanan. Good noon. My name is Tracy Maureen Perez. I'm representing my hometown, Cebu City. I'm an industrial engineer by profession. I'm also a model and a beauty queen based in Cebu City. And an interesting fact about myself that I'm very proud of is that I'm a miracle baby. Life is an absolute blessing for me, and I take every chance that I can get to learn from every experience, both good and bad, so that I can definitely live my life to the fullest.
What is one beautiful word in Cebuano, and what does it mean?
Guapa. Definitely guapa for me because it can mean a beautiful person, a beautiful experience, a beautiful place. And that for me is, I think, the most beautiful word that I can say about a Cebuano word. And that represents the Filipino and the Cebuano culture.
Next question. So what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
The biggest learning definitely is to be grateful. And again, I'm a miracle baby, and my mom has always taught me that this life was given to me. It was a blessing to me. And so, yes, I take every chance that I can get to just experience, to have fun, and to make the most out of every situation, and to really connect with people, because that is the most important for me, connecting with people and connecting with them through experiences.
So in this pandemic, what do you think is the most important lesson that you learned?
During this pandemic, aside from taking care of our health, of course, health is the most important wealth that we have. It's also making sure that we have a safety net, that we are financially stable as much as possible, because that has been one of the biggest problems of every family in this country, financial instability, because of what happened. The pandemic has uprooted so many people and so many businesses, and I think if we can learn from this, we should be able to be more prepared next time.
If you win the crown, how will you help your community?
If I will be given this huge platform, I will push for equal opportunities for women, both in the workplace and in the school, in gaining access to education, because I think that women are already intelligent, smart, and powerful, empowered, but we have to give them the opportunity so that they can broaden and widen their horizons and be the best that they can be and reach their utmost and best potential.
What color do you think represents the phenomenon woman?
Definitely red. It's my favorite color. It's fiery, passionate, and it screams hope. It gives you life. Red for me is a definition of being powerful and being confident with who you are and showing to people what you can do, what you can be.
Work from home is now the norm, right?
Definitely.
So, what do you think are the skills needed to this so-called workplace of the future?
I'm actually working from home as well. For the past 2 years, actually, I've been working as a freelance. And I think that it's a beautiful opportunity for everyone transitioning online, transitioning into working from home. Not only does it does it have a lot of benefits to the businesses in terms of costs, but at the same time, for the people who are working, they have to develop that sense of resilience and being able to tell themselves, I have to wake up early and do my best every single day, even if no one is watching.
So, if there's one spot, man-made or natural, in Cebu City that you'd like to promote to the world, what would it be?
Definitely the Basilica del Santo Niño. That is the most historic place in Cebu City, and that is the exact reason why we celebrate Sinulog Festival. We gather so many people from all over the world, both locals and tourists, foreigners and Filipinos, so that we can celebrate the diversity of every single human being. And that is one of the most celebrated festivities in the country, and I'm very proud of that.
There's a campaign to hashtag love local. So which local product do you want to promote and why?
Lechon. I'm such a foodie. Lechon. Definitely, I'm sure a lot of people, if not everyone, loves lechon. It's one of my absolute favorites. I eat it. I try to eat it every week. even if I'm from Cebu, I don't get used to how good it tastes, and it's definitely best paired with puso or the hanging rice. Puso or the hanging rice. So if you guys can visit Cebu sometime, I would love to bring you there.
What is the one thing you think young people should focus on?
Young people should focus on finding their true selves, finding their purpose. With the social media, with the age of social media, we tend to get lost and we tend to copy a lot of people that we forget who we truly are and what we stand for and what we deserve. We deserve so much more if you really just look into ourselves, focus on our core values, and just stick to that, then we will be able to reach our full potential and be the best person we can be.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lechon.
Miss Lechon. You will remember me from Miss Lechon. Puso. But I'm glad that you know the term puso because not a lot of people know that it's the hanging rice. Sarap.
Sa Larshan tayo.
Larshan, at saka ano, pungko-pungko. It was the best that I could give at the given time. And I was just being myself. And that's always the way to go. You can never go wrong with being yourself.
Hi everyone. Hello.
It was me.
Yes.
For 30 seconds per question. Tell us something about you.
Hi everyone. My name is Apriel Smith. I'm 24 years old and I'm from the province of Cebu. And I am a daughter of a late former PBA basketball player, Apriel Smith. And we're four in the family. I am the youngest and I'm the only girl. And I have a transgender sister who's the one who introduces me to modeling and pageantry world.
What is one beautiful word in your local language? And what does it mean?
The one beautiful word is, for me, is guapa. You can differentiate guapa in every aspect, in all forms of Cebu. And any forms, beauty, food, and there's diversity. And I'm bringing the whole province of Cebu and also the island and the festive island of Cebu. It's guapa.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
There's only one thing that I could share to you is that the man of my life passed away, whom I can call my father. His peaceful goodbye changed my perspective in life because before I was a girl who is called a happy-go-lucky. But then I learned that we need to value time, especially to our loved ones, family, and friends, and cherish each moment with them because we never know when our time is up. So I think valuing time is very important as a kid. Thank you.
So, next question. So in this pandemic, what do you think is the most important lesson that you've learned?
Yeah, in this pandemic, the important lesson that I've learned is still valuing time because all of us are working nonstop, studying nonstop, and we didn't notice about what happens in our surroundings. So I think valuing time is very important in this pandemic, and you really can see what's the difference, what happened to this pandemic. And I can say that still valuing time is the very important that the lesson happened to me.
If you win, how will you help your community?
I will help my community by my advocacy because my advocacy is through youth sports and for anti-bullying. And being a Cebuana is a very important to me because as a child, I've experienced discriminated and being bullied. And no one was there for me. No one was someone to lean on, someone who could say everything is okay because I am here. Because being discriminated does not beat you physically, but will corrupt you mentally and emotionally. And I want to share that to my friends.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
The color symbolizes phenomenal woman is lavender. For me, I think lavender represents a very refreshing to your eyes, and I think that is a phenomenal woman. And it's lavender for me is a new perspective in life. It's a very optimistic and a very positive because as a positive person, no matter may the things may not turn out the way you expected, we always see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I can say lavender is a nice color.
If there is one spot man-made or natural in the province of Cebu that you'd like to promote to the world? What would it be?
That would be the, aside from the Kawasan Falls, which is located in Badian, that would be the Buho River, which is located in Aluginsan, Cebu. This may not be very known, but I want to promote it because it's very beautiful in there. And as I experience going there, it's so very peaceful. It's so very, you can meditate there. It's so nice. So I want to promote it.
Tara?
Thank you.
Tara?
Let's go. I'll be your tour guide.
Okay, so ngayon naman you hear the word working from home, work from home, work from home. So what do you think are the skills needed to this so-called workplace of the future?
I think workplace in the future, in this amidst of pandemic, I think I would really promote online selling because it's very timely. And I think while promoting online selling in this livelihood could really help other local and support local products. And by supporting this online selling, I think it should also support the internet connectivity here in the Philippines. So I think by that we can have the work.
I think you're familiar with the hashtag Love Local.
Yes.
So if you had a choice, which local product do you want to promote and why?
I would love to promote the guitars in Cebu province. Because it's already known by international that the Lapu-Lapu city already was the #1 in making of the guitars. So I want to promote, and my brother is also a musician. So he had 11 guitars at home. Yes.
And the last question is, what is one thing you think that young people like you should focus on?
Ooh. Young people should focus on should aim self-improvement, should think greater self, because it's very important, and that's what I've learned a long ago as I've grown. And adapting yourself and accepting yourself is very important, and know your worth, because before I really didn't know what my worth is. So now I want to promote that. Sorry. It's okay.
So why here?
May alcohol kasi ito.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Masakit sa mata. Masakit sa mata.
So what's your take on
But you have to get it.
I'm so sorry.
Fine.
Because as a Cebuana, I've experienced a lot of discriminated and bullying, and I didn't know that I have this worth of joining any pageants. And when Leila Lopez won Miss Universe, I really got inspired. So by there, I want to be inspiration to the little Apriel Smith who look up to me now, because there are some people who really message me that they're inspired by me, and I remember that I was in their footsteps as well before. So I really want to promote that one and break the stereotype of joining beauty pageants, not just mestiza, and yun. So sorry. Oh my God. So sorry. Yeah, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I think you have a huge following. You know, a lot of people look up to you, so you can reach them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What made you emotional? Is it something that you are fighting for, or?
Yes, correct. That was something I am fighting for. Especially, I'm passionate about my advocacy, which is youth sports through anti-bullying, and I'm very passionate about that one. So when I got there, I really got emotional because I really want to